the hearts of so many boxing standing ovation for Evander Holyfield.
Once known as the baddest heavyweight champion on the planet, Mike Tyson shocked the world beyond the ring with his controversial $44 million cannabis ranch. Let's find out how this boxing legend built an entire empire out of cannabis.
When did you start like regularly smoking weed?
Since I was like 10 years old.
The whole time you were fighting, you were regularly smoking weed?
Well, you know, when you're a kid, your mother gives you liquor and marijuana for you, make you think that you're gonna go to sleep or something, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That never happened in my house.
Now, Tyson's venture into the world of cannabis isn't just another celebrity endorsement. This is not a vanity project with his name slapped on packaging. It is an empire, carefully built and managed, that reflects his own story of transformation. What was once a source of trouble in his younger years has become the foundation of a business that is as much about wellness and community as it is about profit.
You're called Iron Mike, the baddest man on the planet.
No, I'm just Mike, stop.
The ranch itself is located in California's Emerald Triangle, a region known as the heart of America's cannabis industry. For decades, growers in this area have perfected cultivation, and Tyson's ranch fits right into that legacy. Spread across hundreds of acres, the property is a mix of farmland, laboratories, and lifestyle spaces that make it feel more like a community than just a business. The idea from the start was simple but ambitious. Create not just a farm, but a hub for cannabis culture, research, and education.
It's a pretty special moment, dude. Bucket list.
But I want to give a huge shout out to AC Infinity, because without them...
Walking through Tyson's ranch is an experience all on its own. The very first thing that hits you is the smell. It is thick, sweet, and earthy, clinging to the air in a way that makes you immediately aware of where you are. That unmistakable scent sets the tone before you even see a single plant. Then the view opens up and you are met with a sea of greenhouses, each one packed with carefully cultivated plants. It is a striking sight, not rough or messy like some might expect, but orderly and controlled. The setup looks far closer to a science lab than a traditional farm. Every greenhouse is fine-tuned with advanced technology, from lighting systems to irrigation methods, making sure the plants grow under the best possible conditions. Inside, the details are even more impressive. Each row of cannabis plants is tracked, measured, and nurtured with an attention to detail that borders on obsessive. Temperature, water levels, and light exposure are all monitored with precision. Nothing is left to chance. This is not trial and error farming. It is a carefully engineered process designed to consistently produce high-quality results. Tyson himself often draws parallels between this process and boxing. To him, cannabis cultivation is like preparing for a fight. In the ring, the smallest adjustments could determine whether you walked away as the winner or the loser. At the ranch, those tiny adjustments separate average cannabis from something world-class. That fighter's mindset, where discipline and detail rule everything, has carried over seamlessly into how the ranch operates. But for Tyson, the story does not stop with the science or the profits. This venture has always been about more than just money. He speaks openly about the role cannabis has played in his own life. Years of brutal punishment in the ring left him in constant pain, and the pressure of fame often brought crippling anxiety. Cannabis became a tool for relief, offering him a sense of peace at a time when his life was anything but peaceful. That deeply personal experience shaped the vision behind the ranch. Tyson wanted to create more than just a business empire. He wanted to create a space that reflected the healing he found. The ranch stands not only as a commercial success, but as a mission, a way to share that same sense of balance and wellness with others who need it. The ranch has a research and development wing where experts work on new strains, products, and delivery methods. Oils, edibles, vapes, and even experimental wellness products are all part of the portfolio. The idea is not to follow trends, but to set them. Tyson wants his brand to be known for quality and innovation, something that can stand in a crowded and competitive market. And like everything Tyson touches, there's always a bit of showmanship wrapped around it. His ranch isn't just a business, it's a full-on spectacle. People often compare the atmosphere to the buzz of fight nights back in his prime, only now the gloves are replaced with greenery. Instead of boxers stepping into the ring, you've got cannabis competitions, flashy product launches, and cultural events that feel larger than life. Fans come out in droves, growers bring their best, and celebrities slide through to add that extra sparkle. The whole place turns into a mix of festival energy and education hub, where people swap ideas, test products, and vibe together. It's fun, it's flashy, and it carries Tyson's stamp of unpredictable excitement.
You know what, the best thing that ever happened to me that I retired from boxing, because of me working out and me getting, I was so intense with this. My whole objective was hurting people, and
Still, the most impressive part of the ranch might be its social mission. Tyson knows what it feels like to be judged and locked out of opportunities. So the ranch runs programs that provide jobs to people affected by the war on drugs, especially those who are incarcerated for cannabis-related offenses. It is a chance to give back and rewrite narratives, showing that a plant once used to punish communities can now be a tool for empowerment. Financially, Tyson Ranch is a heavyweight in its own right. Valued at over $44 million, the brand pulls in revenue not only from its cannabis products, but also from lifestyle experiences, licensing deals, and events. The packaging is bold, sleek, and instantly recognizable, leaning heavily on Tyson's larger-than-life image while still emphasizing professionalism and quality. It is a careful mix of toughness and transformation, the same qualities that define Tyson himself. Of course, the marketing is just as creative as his fighting once was. Campaigns often feature Tyson in playful and unexpected ways, using his past as part of the storytelling. Rather than hiding the controversies of his life, he embraces them, turning them into proof of resilience. Social media, pop-up events, and collaborations with other brands all play into making Tyson Ranch more than a product line. It is a culture. Tyson has also made sure that the ranch reflects a respect for the environment. Solar panels power parts of the farm, water conservation systems reduce waste, and organic cultivation is prioritized. Tyson has spoken about wanting to leave behind something that is not just profitable, but sustainable. In an industry where environmental impact is often overlooked, the ranch stands out as an example of how profit and responsibility can work together.
My wife's a nut, but she's brilliant. And she said, why don't you use the ear? And I said, get out of here, because I was a little bitter in the ear, because the ear got me in trouble, and I allowed my feelings to get involved. And you know what is funny? When I bit it.
Visitors describe the ranch as something unique in the cannabis world. It is part farm, part science lab, part community hub, and part retreat. The energy is different from what you would expect from Tyson. Gone is the fierce, intimidating fighter of the past. In his place is a man who nurtures growth and talks about wellness with genuine passion. That contrast is part of what makes the ranch so fascinating. It feels like a window into Tyson's own evolution. Beyond the ranch itself, Tyson has managed to turn his name and his platform into something that feels much bigger than just a business venture. He has stepped into the role of advocate, speaking with a kind of raw honesty that catches people off guard. When he talks about cannabis, he does not just push it as a product to sell. Instead, he frames it as a tool for healing, for growth, and for breaking cycles that have held people down for too long. He opens up about his own struggles with mental health, with pain, and with the constant fight to stay grounded after the chaos of his career in boxing. By speaking openly about those battles and crediting cannabis as part of his journey to balance, he makes the conversation feel real rather than forced. That kind of vulnerability resonates with people who may never have cared about cannabis before, but now see it through the lens of someone they respect. At the same time, Tyson's Ranch has created a ripple effect that reaches far beyond his personal story. The local economy around the Emerald Triangle has seen a boost that few could have predicted. His ranch generates jobs from cultivation to event management and supports a wide network of suppliers who provide everything from equipment to hospitality services. Tourists who may have once avoided the region now flock to it, curious to see Tyson's cannabis empire up close. Businesses in the area benefit from the attention, with restaurants, hotels, and local shops enjoying the spillover from visitors drawn in by the Tyson name. For a region once tied to the shadows of black market dealings, his presence has given cannabis a new sense of legitimacy. It is no longer seen as something hidden, but as an industry worthy of respect and investment.
It's in the same category as crack and heroin, and we all know, whoever experienced with cannabis before, no, that's not true, and it's just ridiculous.
The ripple effect goes even further. Other athletes and entertainers are watching Tyson's success and realizing that cannabis entrepreneurship is a serious and profitable path. For athletes in particular, many of whom struggle with chronic pain and injuries, cannabis is becoming an alternative to pharmaceuticals. Tyson has opened the door for that conversation, showing that there is dignity and opportunity in the industry.
What did they give up all that for this? That seems so insignificant. That seems so insignificant for being Speaker of the House, right? and significantly the best running back in the world. I gave that up.
What makes Tyson's ranch so compelling is the balance it strikes. It could have easily been a flashy gimmick, a quick way to cash in on his name. Instead, it is detailed, thoughtful, and built to last. It is not just about nostalgia or about Tyson himself. It is about building something bigger than him. Every choice, from the strains cultivated to the social programs created, fits into a larger vision. And that is what makes this chapter of his life so powerful. It is not just a cannabis farm, it is a story of reinvention. A man who once lived in chaos now presides over peace. A fighter who once destroyed now cultivates. A figure who was once defined by scandal is now building a legacy rooted in healing.
Tyson Ranch is going to be opening up pretty shortly.
Yeah, you guys have.
2002.
I saw the
I mean,
plans.
2022.
This is a big deal. I mean,
Really?
this place is gigantic.
Which state?
It's in California.
It is here?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, they're setting up like a resort.
Mike Tyson's ranch is worth $44 million, but its value goes far beyond money. It is a symbol of change, resilience, and vision. It proves that no matter how wild your past might be, the future can still bloom with possibility. That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching till the end. What do you think of Tyson's Cannabis Ranch? Let's know in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next video. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.